Okay, we have a lot to discuss.
Yes, we are also going to be discussing some spoilers, so just heads up if you don't want to know who won veto and all that, don't watch this. Okay, but we can start with the HOH endurance competition. Looks like it was pretty hard. Me and her watched the whole thing on the feeds.
Yeah.
We were like, ah! Janelle did pretty well for just having a kid.
Yeah.
I was proud of her.
Right.
Danielle wins HOH.
Danielle wins HOH.
Janelle does not like that. And then Shane runs over there and pushes her down in the water and kisses her.
Douchebag. After he just told Julie Chen on Thursday, no, there won't be any more kisses.
Come on.
That's sad. That kind of makes you look like a jerk.
It does make him look like a jerk because it's just like...
you don't genuinely like her.
You don't. And it's sad.
It's sad. You're just using it to keep yourself safe for the week.
Yeah, exactly. So then Dan tells Boogie that Frank was leaving.
Dumb move.
I can't believe he did that.
I was shocked. I mean, you can't do that and not expect Boogie to not tell Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were you... I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking. He was just trying to cover his ass, and he really wants to work with Boogie for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I know.
Okay, so I guess we can just fast forward to nominations.
Nominations.
Will and Frank.
Yep.
Which I'm happy with because I felt like Will needed to be nominated because he was going around the house being all cocky and just like, he's just bitching all the time.
So he's like, put me on the block, I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah, exactly. So...
not a fan.
Whatever.
But I did think it was kind of messed up that she told him that he would be safe. Yeah. I mean, he is a pawn, but it's still like, if you tell someone they're going to be safe, you should kind of stick with it.
Yeah. Danielle's making enemies in that house just by, like, she's just not doing a good job of covering all her angles.
No.
She's listening to other people and she's playing way too personal instead of, you know, strategic. Even though she claims she's playing strategic. Whatever. Okay. So I guess we can just fast forward to all the drama.
Alert.
Okay, we're going to be talking about the veto winner.
Yeah.
And all the drama.
All the drama.
So turn it off now if you don't want to know who won the veto. Okay, so Danielle wins veto.
Danielle won the veto. Wow.
Gross. Gross. And she was making sure everyone knew it. How did it look? Did I look okay? Oh my god, I just can't even believe that I won it. It just hasn't set in that I won the veto and I have all the power in the house. It's like, shut up, God.
Stop talking about yourself all the time.
So then, okay, so you know, the whole plan all along.
Get Frank out.
Backdoor Frank. Get him out. Just get him out. They can't stand him, right? Well, now, all of a sudden, everything switched to backdooring Janelle.
Yeah. Because
they didn't show it, but right after Danielle won HOH, Dan came to her and was like, who are you thinking of? And she was like, well, point blank, I just can't stand Janelle. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. So she's had like this personal vendetta against her.
Since day one.
Even though Janelle made sure.
Kept her safe.
Yeah, it's just really annoying. So Boogie came to the group upstairs and just offered them a deal saying basically,
we're going to be like the final 6.
The Avengers, they're calling themselves.
Avengers.
Give me a break. Boogie, an Avenger, please.
It's dumb.
It's really dumb.
And they're all just like buying into it, except for Dan.
Dan's the only one
that is like not for it, and he's making sure they know that he's not for it because he doesn't want Janelle to go on there.
He doesn't want a coach to leave.
Any coach to go on there,
which is understandable because before
makes
that,
you a bigger target.
Yeah, before that, Dan tried to go talk to Boogie and you know, he's just trying to make himself look better, but Boogie just was so pissed about everything that was about to go down, even though it didn't, and so now he's just still trying to get on Boogie's good grace, and I don't understand why, but he is being the voice of reason in that HOH room. Danielle's like, she didn't even cheer for me up there. She didn't cheer for me. And we were supposed to work out today, but, you know, she went out there and worked out, and, like, she didn't even invite me. It's like, oh my god, you're so not, she's playing so personal, and so Dan's trying to tell her that. Like, stop playing personal, you need to be the strategic, and she's like, it's not personal, it's not.
So to answer your question, Game Glacier, we are not happy about the backdooring Janelle plan at all.
Yep.
But if you've been watching the feeds today, now they're trying to make it where the nominations are going to stay the same. So Janelle may not be backdoored after all. Yeah. And it's so sad because Janelle has no idea this is even going on. Like, the plan is to tell Boogie and Frank that they're not going to go along with the deal. Or they're going to tell Boogie tonight that they're not going to go along with the deal. Because they just want to keep nominations the same, and they don't want Boogie and Frank together in this game, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm just so glad that Dan was just there and was telling them, like, no, you guys are playing personal, you need to, like, take the fact that you don't like Janelle out of it and just really think, like, what is the better option. And 2 hours ago you were set on getting Frank out, and then now you're, like, set on getting Janelle out. Like, that's how good Boogie is at talking his way out of stuff, which is so true. He can, like, promise someone the world and they'll believe it. Like, there's just something about the way he talks, his attitude, that he just convinces you that, oh yeah, he's totally going to be loyal. But he's not. He's not. And after watching this episode, like, he really hates Danielle for almost backdooring Frank, so.
I know.
And it's just so hypocritical that, like, Boogie is whining and bitching about how they were going to, like, backdoor Frank and blindside him, but he's trying to do the exact same thing to Janelle. Like,
and I'm sorry, what did you do all of All Stars? Like, that you backstabbed so many different people, and now that it's happening to you, you can't stand it.
And you just bitch and cry about it.
Yeah,
it's like so sad.
You're being a poor sport. Like, at least respect their gameplay and that they try to put one over on you, and I'm sorry, you did that all Stars. It's just so annoying. I can't stand it.
And really, if they backdoor Janelle, like, that's so messed up because she didn't even get to play in the veto. Like, you don't even give her a fighting chance to play in the veto. And remember week 2 when Boogie and Frank wanted to backdoor Shane? Janelle was the one that was like, no, don't backdoor him. Like, give him a chance to play. And she kept Danielle safe, and now they think, oh yeah, like, if we keep Janelle, like, she's going to go after Shane and Danielle next week. Like,
they're just really paranoid. And then all of a sudden, Brittany changed her mind today because I guess she was talking to Janelle, and Janelle was, well, Brittany asked her, oh, who would you nominate if you won HOH? And she was like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of in an awkward position because if I won, I would have to put up some of my own team, like Joe or Will or Ashley. And so in Brittany's eyes, she's like, oh, so Janelle doesn't even really want to win HOH next week, and if it's down to me and Janelle, she'll probably throw it to me. So that just changed everything in Brittany's head.
Completely changed. And then Danielle's like, why all of a sudden are you wanting to keep Janelle now when, like, an hour ago you wanted her gone, and now after you guys exercise together you want to keep her? Like, she was calling her out, being like, what happened? And then
Brittany was like, no, you're just eating up everything Boogie is saying. You need to just stop and think what's in it for him. He just wants to make himself better. He doesn't care about us. Nope. He's going to put us up next week, which is true. You can't trust him. He will backstab you the minute after you save him.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. But it's looking a little better, like a glimmer of hope for Janelle if nothing changes, because as of now, they're down to get rid of Frank.
Yes.
And that's good.
That's what we saw like an hour ago.
Yeah, so. And Dan and Brittany were talking, and they were just saying, we need the coaches to stay in this game. And we need to tell Boogie tonight so he'll be more likely to work with us once we get rid of Frank, which I don't think is going to happen, because Boogie told Frank if they get rid of Frank, he's going to work with the other side. So it should be very interesting.
It should be very interesting. We're going to be glued to the feeds.
I just want it to be tomorrow already, and nominations are the same.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys have seen, Frank has a spiritard where he's like basically wearing a big purple unitard, and it's like he's a cheerleader and he's wearing a skirt. And Ian had to be a dog. This was the results of the veto competition. So Ian is in a dog suit and he has a leash, and he can't sit on any of the furniture inside, and if he goes inside, someone has to be holding his leash. He can't be in there by himself, and he has to...
And he has a doghouse.
He has a doghouse
outside last night.
It's kind of funny. Oh, and he has to eat everything
out of
a dog dish. I thought that was kind of funny.
He's a good sport about it. He's really not
enjoys it.
hating any of it. He just loves being in that house, which is totally how I would be.
I know.
Apparently he gave up a trip to Maui.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. For the dog suit, but okay, whatever.
Well, that was because Jen got the $1,000, so he gave Jen the trip to Maui to, like, even it out.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's really nice. He has a good heart. Yeah. And I felt bad when they showed Shane exercising and Ashley's just like watching him. But come on, any girl would be watching Shane. And Ian's just like, yeah, it's kind of hard to talk to her when she's just like eyeing Shane the whole time.
I know. He's like, yeah, I lifted that earlier with no problem.
I wasn't struggling like he was.
That's kind of funny.
So cute. So, that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh, you should have seen us though. Last night, it was for sure that Janelle was getting backdoored. And me and her were just...
We're depressed.
We literally were depressed.
We felt like we just got broken up with
our hearts
by
hurt.
the love of our lives. Yeah, our hearts hurt.
They really did. And we were just laying there and we were eating candy. We're just like, I hate my life. Janelle's going to be gone. We're like, oh, if Janelle leaves, I'm not watching the feeds anymore. Whatever. Yeah, we always say that, but it's probably not going to happen. But I don't know.
Even this morning when we woke up, we're like, I'm so depressed. And then all of a sudden we start watching the feeds. We're like, oh, there's like a glimmer of hope. We don't want to like get our hopes up, but how can you not? It's Janelle.
Yeah, seriously. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts of all this drama. Let us know in the comments, and we'll answer them in the next video.
All right.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.